Rev up your engines! Okay, I admit it. It looks bad. Check out my garage. I said I wasn't going to fill it up with crap and mess it up, but look at all these boxes. And these boxes. And more boxes. All over here. And this cool little electric motorcycle scooter. Check out the fat back tire. Look at that fat back tire, man. That thing's huge. I'm going to do a little insulation here, but not the kind of insulation you might be thinking about for cold weather. Because these boxes are here for a reason. They're not going to be here forever. Let's see what's inside. We'll slice one open. And voila, acoustic panels. I'm checking out these Bubos acoustic panels. I have a new garage, and I'll be filming in the new garage. But as you can hear, it's got a big problem. This garage echoes like no tomorrow. And most of you, unless you're into echo chambers, you're not gonna like this echo. So I am going to insulate this garage with these panels, and you'll see the difference in sound. You can put this insulation absolutely anywhere, especially when you got all these surfaces. It's gonna echo like mad. Now I'm not gonna put a rug on the bottom. It is a working garage. And if need be, the back of the garage door too. I might not have to do that, but we'll see as we go along this project. Now there's tons of ways of putting these sound deadening acoustic panels on. You can put sticky back tape on them. If you're a real pro, you can get those little claw hangers where there's a hole in the middle that you drill a hole, then you screw it into the drywall, then these just push against the little teeth. But let's face it, I'm a mechanic. Do I really care? What I'm gonna do is, I'm going to use just drywall screws, because it's drywall, and put one screw in the middle, and it'll hold them fine, because I tried tape and stuff. When you got something that's hot and cold, like a garage, they start falling down and driving you nuts. If you screw these in with one screw in the middle, it's perfectly good. Now, if you're fanatic, you can put one on each corner, but I don't feel like using all those screws. You can see I'm using 6 by 1 inch long drywall screws. You just screw them in. We'll start this long job. Thick one here, put it about in the middle, and screw it in. And as you can see, the baby's on there. It's not gonna fall off. I'm a mechanic. I'm trying to stop sound when I'm recording my videos. I kind of think it looks cool having a hole kind of in the middle the whole way along. There'll be a little pad and little screw holes in the middle. And of course, I'm as lazy as the next man, so forget the screwdriver. So I got a bit. You can see, fits in there perfectly. So I use a drill. It's even faster. And thank goodness for 100-foot extension cords. I don't care what anybody says. I'm working in my garage. I got 120 volts all over the place. I do not want to deal with a cordless drill that's going to run out of power in the middle of the job. Although I am worried about my electric motorcycle. They say it can go 60, 70 miles on an electric charge, but I guess it would be kind of absurd to have a 20-mile long extension cord. Wouldn't work out all that well, right? But for working around the house, hey, I like 120 volt appliances you can plug in and have a long extension cord. Who cares? So here goes nothing. It's gonna take a while. That's nice and tight. I imagine by the time I get done with hours of screwing them on these walls, I'll get much faster at it. After all, there's all this space I gotta cover. Heck, I'll even put them up here. And when I get these insulation boxes empty, I can fill it all up. And the cool thing is it's gonna cover the ugly spaces that they left me when I bought this house used. I have no idea what's going up here. I'm assuming they screwed up when they were putting the garage door opener in. It's got the same thing over here. Well, it's all gonna be covered up. Hurrah! And guess what? I don't have to worry about painting the walls. When those things get dirty, I'll just vacuum them with my shop vac. And check this out. I found another great use. Here's my bulkhead door. We'll open it up. Open it goes. And check it out. The guy that did the house did a sloppy job. Had a gigantic gap between the cellar and the door frame. So look what I've done. Fantastic. It's not just sound insulation, it's heat insulation too. So when I close the door, Check it out. It sealed it perfectly. No more mice climbing into the cellar. And I guess I can reach up here and try the mouse traps away. Now, of course, anything worth doing is worth doing well, so it's going to take time. You notice now I got gloves and a coat because it's getting cold here. Well, I'll probably help with the insulation of the heat too, but mainly I'm doing this for sound. As you can see, I even went in the corner and did it up in there. Did the top here for sound. And you can see when you need things to fit, all you need is a box cutter. Stuff cuts easy so you can fit it in. As you can see here, it's simple. You gotta cut it out, cut it straight, and out it comes. You can make whatever cut you want to fit it wherever you want. And now comes the harder part, the pH resistance. We're gonna do the ceiling. We'll start with a step ladder for here, and then we'll work our way to the big ladder as we go throughout the garage. And really, you save a lot of time using a drill with a chuck on it. Then the drywall screws, they go in real fast. Think peaceful thoughts. Sure, it's going to take a while to get all these sound tiles on the roof, but this is a working garage. You can't put tiles on the floor. They'd crush and make a mess when you're working on cars. So if you can't do the floor, do the ceiling instead. And as you can see, I'm gradually getting there, filling in, going around. We got to do all the ceiling. That's going to take a while. And away we go. I find doing two at a time is the easiest way. Two back and forth. Just line them up and screw them in. After a while, you get a lot faster. You might drop a few on the way, though. Just remember, take your time and do the job right. Wouldn't you know it, I didn't have a glove on this hand because I had another cut that I wanted to be open in the air so it healed. It's healed, and then I made a new one. Well, so much for the old cut. It's going to have to heal on its own. Now I got a bandage and a glove, and that won't happen again. Learn from my mistakes. Forget about fast healing. Wear both gloves when you're working. Starting to fill in. Most of the echo's gone. Sound deadening. Insulation. Everywhere. Except the floor. I might tile the floor because it's kind of ugly, but you paint it, it comes off. I'm thinking about that. After all, it's sound deadening insulation. You don't really want to drive on it. It will get dirty. So I got to think of something else for the floor. As you can see, it's got pretty good sound now. It's much better now. How does this stuff work? Well, these things are made of polyurethane foam to absorb sound. And the foam also has little cotton pieces, and the sound goes into the end of the little cotton piece and gets absorbed inside. It's pretty dense, and the denser it is, the better it's going to absorb sound. Now, don't be confused. These are sound absorbing panels. It's not soundproofing. It does not make a room soundproof. The people outside, if you're playing a rock band in the garage, you're still going to hear it. This absorbs the sound so you don't get the echo, which you might not like if you're playing a harmonica. But then again, I'm not playing the harmonica for a living. If I was, I'd probably be starving to death. I'm here to give you educational videos on cars. In this case, hey, maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. There's nothing worse than watching something that's got horrible sound. Like if you even watch the news, if anybody even watches it anymore, you'll see a lot of times these guys just set up a recording studio in their house or apartment. They didn't use any kind of sound deadening and it echoed. It sounded horrible. Sounds very unprofessional. So really, you want to sound professional in your videos, or maybe you're a musician, or maybe you just like a silent man cave in the cellar, well, you gotta try this insulation out. Cool color and stuff, but me, I don't care about the color. I just want to have good sound when I'm making videos for you guys, when it's cold and raining outside, and I can't go outside. Because really, if you're filming in rain all the time, one, the shots end up horrible because drops get on your lens. The sound's kind of bad because you're getting rain coming down. Acoustic tiles, if you want to get a good sound in any particular area. And you don't have to be a slob like me and just screw them in with drywall screws. They've got backing panels you put in. You can put these on, you can put glue and put them on. But I don't want them falling off. And since there's a whole bunch of them on the ceiling, believe you me, I'm happy with the screws holding them in place. Sure was a lot of work putting these tiles in, but really, now I can have some decent sound when I'm filming inside. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.